So we got a couple of clips. Let's start with the first one of this lady talking about she's going to be the new director. That's the reason why she's in the news right now. But it's being hyped because again, everything they do has to be glass ceiling shattering stuff. So they're making a big deal because this is the first female director of a Star Wars movie, and that's what this first clip is about.
Person of color to direct also the first woman and the first person of color to direct a Star Wars film. It's set to be released in 2026. You can say that the force is strong with this one. Here's Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy.
I'm very thrilled about the project because I think what we are about to create is something very special. And we're in 2024 now. And I think it's about time that we had a woman come forward to shape the story in a galaxy far, far away.
Wait, that's a woman of color?
When you see the next clip, she used to be. It's like that lady.
Okay.
Remember that lady who was like the head of the thing or whatever? Rachel.
Yeah.
And she was saying she was black, but she wasn't.
Oh, who?
Like
Elizabeth
Rachel. Warren? No. This lady who was like the head of the NAACP or whatever.
Oh, yes.
But she was like a white lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl. Yeah. But yeah, when you see the next clip, she's
more ethnic.
I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
But one, like, how can you make a stormtrooper like they're supposed to be like ominous figures, and they're like holding them like it's not like if that's what the stormtroopers are doing. Oh no, like right? Shouldn't the stormtrooper just be like standing at attention?
Yeah, like a badass
person of color to direct us.
Hold on, the first line was atrocious, right?
Oh yeah,
yes,
of course on CNN.
Or something, right? The force is strong with her. But look at these stormtroopers.
Person of color to direct us, also the first woman and the first person of color to direct a Star Wars film. It's set to be released in 2026. You can say that the force is strong with this one. Here's Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy.
I'm very thrilled about the project because I think what we are about to create is something very special. And we're in 2024 now.
Sorry, I thought it got to it quicker, but they're like...
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. But, like, again, why does that even factor into it at all? And not to mention, this is going to be a movie about Rey, who is the star of the last 7, 8, and 9 trilogy, who's a female lead, and they want to do a story with her 15 years after all those events. Like, one, nobody's interested in where her story is going from there.
She should have had like 3 little
as it was.
Jedis. She should have 3 little Jedis by now and have them be the story.
Exactly. But is she gonna? She's probably not going to be married. She's not going to be in the home. She's definitely not. She's going to be out.
Not going to be doing
girl bossing.
When Luke is living with Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru or whatever.
Yeah.
On the not going to be doing that. Working
no, not at all.
The farm and making.
No.
Get new hydro couplers or something on Tatooine.
No.
Right?
Of course she's not. They should go fast forward after this one to 30 years in the future and see her alone and unhappy by herself. Because she didn't find happiness in life.
Like, we're being kind of funny about that a little bit. But what's crazy is that, like, the original trilogy had a strong female lead. Like, she was also Princess Leia, obviously. She was the damsel in distress to a point.
Yep.
Which satisfies, one category of a classic film. Like, people like that. The hero... like made every movie popular. The hero gentleman coming into soup, the damsel. But she was also a badass female lead, shooting stormtroopers, doing stuff, protecting her, help us, Obi-Wan. You're our only hope.
Yeah.
Doing
Princess
all this.
in charge.
Wasn't that great? Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't that good? That made a good story for everybody. And the original movies were about just like
she allowed her whole planet to get blown up.
Yeah.
She did allow that to happen. She didn't protect Alderaan.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
but I'm saying, like, just in general, the whole original movies were like escape from the bullshit that was surrounded by it. Don't bring that into the galaxy far, far away.
Exactly.
The Force is with this one. No, just make like a good movie and not have to. We haven't even got to the next clip.
All right, let's play the other one. There's one more clip of this ridiculous girl boss.
She hasn't changed. I'm just for the sake of.
No, and this is an old clip
this
too. This one's from like 8 years ago, where she's talking and she's
Jon Stewart, dude.
But dude, she's not even like a film director. She's famous because she directed like documentaries. Like that's what
she hasn't got the Star Wars gig at this point.
No, and this
is what gets her it probably.
Exactly. So this is from 8 years ago, but this just speaks to her mindset and what her overall worldview is. You want to play
this is when she used to be Pakistani.
A force for change, but also trying to permeate that patriarchy, that power structure. And is that a part of the calculation of your art as well? And what's been the reaction to that?
Oh, absolutely. I like to make men uncomfortable. I enjoy making men uncomfortable. Not you, just not you.
Point taken.
But, it is important to be able to look into the eyes of a man and say, I am here, and recognize that. And recognize that I am working to bring something that makes you uncomfortable, and it should make you uncomfortable because you need to change your attitude. And it's only when you're uncomfortable, when you're shifty, when you have to have difficult conversations that you will perhaps look at yourself in the mirror and not like the reflection. And then say, maybe there is something wrong with the way I think, or maybe there is something wrong with the way I am addressing this issue.
A force for change, but also.
But how does that have to do with wanting to watch an action adventure movie? Why do those skills, why does that mindset need to be infused into a Star Wars movie?
Yeah, why do you want to take probably 70% of your audience to make them feel uncomfortable?
Probably more than that, too.
I know that this was before, but she's the same person. Yeah. But right? 75.
No, absolutely. That's her worldview.
And as they should be. But it's people don't want to see movies that make it. But the ones that the original Star Wars or whatever didn't make women feel uncomfortable. That was what everybody kind of wanted. The man is the hero. The woman is empowered, but also that's just nature. Guys are supposed to be the strong, women 1,000% have a purpose, a reason. They are great what they do.
Women are more important than men.
Just switch the roles.
Women are more important than us. They are. We literally can't survive without them. And your home is the most important place on this planet. You need a strong, comfortable home to be in. But that doesn't hide the fact that men are the protectors. Men are the warriors. Do you want an army of men protecting your country, or do you want an army of women? And I understand that you can have things
take non-binaries, just to not take non-binaries.
But it just is what it is, and it's not an insult. It's like that's the thing that drives me nuts with feminism on a whole is the chip on your shoulder you have from it, and women have never had it better in this world than they do in the year 2024 right now. Yet they speak about things and they carry themselves as if they live in the 1920s where they weren't allowed to vote and they were suppressed.
A lot of women are happy.
Absolutely. But on the whole, this is just there's never been a better time to be a woman on the planet. Yet
we haven't played it, but remember that clip?
It's the worst.
You seen that clip a couple weeks ago during the break where the girl goes on a Tinder date with a bro. She lives on the east. She lives on the east side of LA, which is nobody's binary. Right?
Yep.
And then she goes on a date with a guy who kept buying stuff, and and then she was like, I gotta say, this is kind of
nice.
Yeah. She said, she's buy in the next round. Even if you don't have a bunch of money and you do it, then don't go take a girl out on a date.
Exactly.
Then you can't go on the
Exactly.
date. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or go to a park picnic.
Do
Be
something different.
romantic that
Go
way.
on the debate Chappelle went on at during Half Baked, where he's trying to just let's walk instead of take the cab. Remember all the money's in the corner, showing he's got like $10 to take her out on. It's great. All
But
right.
I remember I want to talk to Samson.
Samson.
Never.
Samson. Where'd you grow up? Jamaica. Right by the beach, man.
Doctor says I need a backiotomy.
I love it.
He's like crying.
That's great. Okay. You guys get where we're coming from with this woke Star Wars nonsense. So for that, Disney, Kathleen Kennedy, Star Wars in general right now, and Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, you have all earned yourselves one big, fat, classic, come on, man. And that, my friends, will do it for this week's episode. Like you said, we want to be more consistent. So we're not going to take like a 5-week hiatus in between this next one. We'll be right back at it. We already got some clips lined up for next week for you. So with that being said,
out this camera nonsense.
We will get the camera squared away.
With that being said, we
thanks for having us. Me. Woo.
Bye. Have a good night.